Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope that you guys are doing great. Happy Monday. Yep, we're here. No. But yeah, we are here in a new work week, right? Um, Doing the damn thing and all that good stuff. Prepping for new energy this week, right? So hopefully it's off to a good start for you guys. And yeah, with all that said, I also hope you guys had a nice weekend. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of get get in there like swimwear, baby. So for those of you who are new to the channel, as you guys start coming in, welcome. I hope you like what you see here and decide to stick around. I hope that you hit that like button and subscribe and that notification bell as well, so that you know when I'm on and we can stay connected and all that good stuff. And if you've been rocking with your girl for a bit already, thank you for the continued support and welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. But yes, so as you guys saw in the excuse me, in the um, thumbnail and all of that, and the title, more so the title, this is going to be kind of a premiere or debut, if you will, of a new deck that I got. I did test it out on myself first. I try to do that. Like, unboxing is cool, but I like to try to break the energy in just a little bit, so that way, like, I want to see if it's actually a good deck or not. But yeah, so I did try them on myself, and it was very, very, very accurate. So we're gonna rock with those. And also a collective message at the same time for you guys. Keyword collective message. So the deck that we are debuting, I guess you could say, here today on the channel is the Arcana Folia Oracle. They're really pretty. And I had them in my on my Amazon like wish list for a little bit. Not wish list, but my shopping list for a while, and I just like get ready to buy them. And I'm like, I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna hold off. So the other day I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. But I really like these a lot. So we're gonna get ready to get started. Um, hey Bookie, what's up, love? How you doing, my love? Love and miss you, girl. And we also have the Phoenix Priestess. Guys, check out my girls. Those are my road dogs right there. Love them so, so much. And I'm so, so grateful for everything that they do. Thank you guys for being here. All right, so let's get started. And again, check them out. They are the real deal, okay? Hey, Garfield, how are you? All right, so another thing that I'll add is before I even started, I was getting this energy of kind of like releasing, letting go of something. So there could be some energy that will show up about that and having to kind of face hard truths about the things that need to be released and let go of. So we shall see. There could be something about the number 4 that might resonate with some of you. Let me know in the comments if that resonates at all. All right, so let's get started. All right, so I split the deck and we have cleanse, clear your space for positive energy. You know what I also like envisioned before I started this, but I think it was just for myself more than anything. I envisioned somebody doing like an egg cleanse. Somebody might need to do an egg cleanse soon, myself included. And it also has wow, warning: pay attention to red flags. So, oh, and these numbers are pretty much back to back. Wow, and this is what we split in the deck. Number 30 and the number 31. That adds up to 4. Remember, I was saying something about the number 4 I was picking up on. So there's definitely this energy right now that you're being warned to release, right? Interesting. All right, so let's do some shuffles, and then we're gonna start pulling some cards. I'm thinking like 5 to 6 cards from here to get started, and then we're gonna go from there. I have some pre-selected decks over here as well that I felt drawn to. So we're just gonna kind of rock with it and see what Spirit has to say. The fact that warning though also came up. They're like, you've been cautioning your asses for a while and y'all ain't listening. I can raise my hand on that one. Easier said than done, right? There are certain things that need to be done, and we don't know what to do sometimes, or we know what we need to do, but don't know how to do it. You have all the information. You have information here. Pay attention to the details. So, you know, they're like, we've been warning you, You've been paying attention. You have all the signs of what you need to do. It's just a matter of doing it. You have belief here on the top. Examine existing beliefs. Maybe, it's hard to move on from something because you've been so attached to it for so long that, like, you're like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Maybe question yourself and your ability to have a hard conversation, or like, what would things be like without this situation or person. Let's say you've been working at a job for a long time and that's what like that's what you've been doing for so long. You're like, I don't really want to let go. A relationship, oh, I really care about this person, but I know that this isn't good for me, so on and so forth. So yeah, intuitively you might also know what you need to do as well. Listen to your inner voice. It's trying to guide you. Look at that butterfly there. I actually put a butterfly in the title. I just felt drawn to use that because I was getting like something about almost like a transformation too. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Yeah, that girl, like when you were telling me all that stuff, that shit was wild. I'm like, damn. I know people like don't like AI. I get it. I feel like it depends on what's being used for, right? Like there are things that you can use it for that can be helpful, but at the same time, like, it's just about precautions, right? Like just make sure you're using it for the right reasons and things like that. Because I've definitely gotten like business ideas and stuff from AI and stuff like that. I've gotten help with my resume before. Yeah, it's a tool, exactly. So just don't let it control you, and that's what, as with anything, right? So it's like, as long as you're not letting it like dictate your life, like, it can be helpful. It's just about, your own intuition. As at the same time, we have Epiphany here as the first card actually out. Cycles repeat until the lesson is learned. Thank you, Spirit. I think you guys are starting to, you gathered enough information, right, and knowledge about the circumstances that you've been in for probably a while in some cases, and now you're realizing, okay, yeah, I can't stay here. I can't do this anymore. Like an aha moment. So it's more about what are you going to do with that information, right? All right, let's get a few more from here. I really like these though. Really nice. They were really affordable. I think they were like $20. Nothing crazy. Close out those cycles. That is absolutely right. Hey, Charlie. How are you? Yes, because the residual energy definitely exists. Okay, so we got two cards that came out. Oh, actually, no, we got three. All right, so. Wow. All right, so the three cards that came out, we have time. Trust in divine timing is here. I'm also kind of getting like the time is now. They're like, this is a time of action. In the essence of the things that you're working on, the things that you're removing yourself from. You know what's funny, Allie? I had saw 555 like right when I started to really get ready to get on here, but then I got distracted. So it's like, ooh, am I really starting this reading at 5:55? But then, yeah, I ended up going on just a little bit later than that. But I was like, oh shit. And then, we have number 5 here, leisure. Remain lighthearted is here. I'm also getting like taking time to yourself, alignment. You can do hard things. Kind of getting this energy of like, excuse me. This is a time right now to do things that sit well with your heart, with your spirit, right? Doing things that are fun, doing things that are a part of the path. I heard that very clearly. A part of the path. Things that are going to help you on that versus, the things that keep you feeling stagnant. That's what I'm picking up on so far. Yes, Lisa's signed. Love that, girl. Yes, I'm so happy for you. You've earned this. You deserve it. So yeah, just being able to be at peace in yourself, within your space, not worrying about people doing bullshit behind your back, like that kind of energy, right? Anything that's unaligned must go, is what I'm getting. And that's why, we got this energy of change and cleansing and stuff like that, right? There's this epiphany happening. Okay, I can't keep holding on to these things. And it would explain why the last deck we're going to read from is the surrender deck. I felt that energy really hard. And another one we're going to read from is the hard truths. So it's like, there's sometimes there are things that we have to accept that we don't want to. And yeah, wow. Yes, see how far we've come, girl. Lord knows you worked your ass off to get to where you are. And I couldn't be more happy and more proud of you. Seriously. I wholeheartedly believe and feel that. Like, I believed in you the whole time. Even when you doubted yourself, I was like, I'm just so happy to see everything you're doing. Yes, those harsh endings that come through. Hey, another one of our people's in the building. Got my Lati. Yes, she is my Lati. That's my girl. That is my sister right there. We have Lati from Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. One of my sisters, okay, part of the tribe, part of the family. Love you so much and so grateful. Thank you for being here. That reading that you did earlier this afternoon, I was enjoying that. And then I was so fucking tired. I was like, I had it on, but I did doze off for a little bit. I took a little cat nap, but I had the phone like right there next to my ear. I was listening the whole time, and then when I woke up, it was still like on the live, but the live was over. I was like, damn, that little cat nap I took. I wasn't asleep that long, but the little cat nap I took, it was nice. But that reading was really good. So check my girls out, guys. When I say my girls are good, they are good. So we have Lati here from Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. We have Allie from the Phoenix Priestess. And we have my girl Buki from Intuitive Interactions. Check all of them out. Yeah, sometimes I fall asleep with y'all's readings because like I sometimes I watch it like in my in my leisure, right? It's a nice way for me to have that time to myself. And you guys always have like great readings, so I'd be like I'd be trying to catch up. I might not always comment everything, but I always make sure I like everything. So like I might not always say anything, but like I'd be like, damn, I gotta check up on my girls' readings. Like I missed something from earlier, and I try to make my rounds and stuff. Don't think I don't be supporting y'all, because I definitely do. I might not always look when I say don't think I'll be supporting y'all. Reciprocity, you can't make it up. Spirit's funny. Give help, receive help. Yes, reciprocal relationships, right? Equal give and take. Maybe that's part of what this epiphany is too for some of you, right? Understand throat chakra, understanding the importance of that, right? You want somebody to pour into your cup just as much as you pour into theirs. So it's a beautiful thing when you have those kind of relationships in your life and those types of environments, right? Hence why there's this energy of releasing and letting go. If it doesn't align, it has to go. If it's causing you stress, it has to go. If you're having sleepless nights because of something or someone, it has to go. Like it can't stay, right? Um, we have slow and steady here. Patience is key. You've been very patient with yourself. You might have been very patient with other people as well. But now I'm getting like, if this is something that's slowing your process down and your progression, then that can't stay either, right? You know, yeah. And this could be a test. Look for a divine test. This could be a test from the Most High saying, hey, are you gonna do what you need to do, right? Yeah. Oh yes, girl. We gotta make sure we bring them up too. Veronica and Clarity. Yes, yes. I feel like I haven't really seen Veronica's stuff. I don't know if I just keep missing her, or like if I have to. You know how like sometimes YouTube gets weird, like you just don't get notifications anymore, and then if you like subscribe or unsubscribe and then subscribe again and all that and do the notification bell, then they come back in. I haven't really been getting her notifications, so I don't even know if she's been on. I'm like, damn, I hope she's okay. Like, we still speak like in the chat and stuff, but I'm like, damn, what's going on? So I hope she's okay. Miss her. We have treasure here in the middle of the deck. Protect your energy and your space. Exactly. Damn. See? Like, people come in messing with your fucking space, putting you in a fucking not so great space, and then it's like, they take, very rarely give. And it's like, it's time to protect your space and your energy. Like, you can't allow people to come into your life fucking up what you got going on. Hey Kai, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All of a sudden my shoulders started hurting. What the hell's up with that? It came out of nowhere. Oof. Just old age. I felt like a little pop too when I did that. Sometimes I just be waking up with like aches and pains. I'm like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, it's like my shoulder blade. Somebody might not be sleeping well. Let me know that if that resonates in the comments. Somebody might have like shoulder pain from like how they've been sleeping. Yeah, because I could feel a pop. I wasn't feeling like that just a second ago. So somebody might resonate with it. Might be time to change your mattress or flip it. Or get a nice massage. I haven't had a massage in years. Years. Maybe I'll pamper myself with one. Shit, the last time I had one was probably about 5 years ago. Hey Cairo, how are you? Look at my peoples is coming in, man. Love it. Love you guys. So appreciative. Yeah, treasure is here again. Yes. Protect your energy, guys. I heard the word punching. Damn, that's really hurts. I just heard punching bag. I'm getting like I am not your human punching bag, and I'm not saying like literally like somebody hit you or anything like that. I mean, it could be the case for someone, but like I'm more so getting like being like more like mentally or spiritually broken down is more so what I'm getting. It's like what we got here. We have loyal friend. There could have been a person who helped you along the way when it comes to this protection. Like we have loyal friend here, a wise supportive friend, maybe somebody within your own soul tribe or something like that has helped you along the way during these processes and helped you change course. We have detour here. Opportunity, the chance is in your hands, and look, there's this pearl here, right? I'm getting like, the world is your oyster. You know what I mean? And when you think about how a pearl is created, right? It's like from grit to grace, right? From from grit to grace, it if like the sorry, the pearl forms basically almost like a callus. There's sand in there and it just keeps on calcifying over itself over and over again until it becomes this hard, beautiful pearl. It's also kind of like, how when we think about how a diamond is, created, right? It's pressure that creates a diamond. So it's like, I think that, all the different things that you had to experience kind of got you here. And it's like now you have all of this, you just said 7. All right, I'm gonna fuck with you, girl. So you just said 7 on your phone. What's on this card here? 34 adds up to 7. And Lati was talking about the number 7 earlier, and I believe my girl Buki here you were talking about the number 7 too, weren't you? That's crazy. So it's like it's giving like good luck, good fortune, right? Coming through, a lot of opportunities coming through. The chances in your hands. Wow. Let's get one more from here. Hope you guys are enjoying this reading so far. This is really good energy. I like this. I like what I'm seeing here for you guys, and I like the energy of this deck. So for my readers who also like reading, and like, collecting decks or whatever, this one's a good one. Arcana Folia here. That's a really pretty, like, that would be a pretty name, Folia. I'm assuming it's like foliage. Pretty. And like all that green energy and stuff too. Nature. What's also interesting? See, everything is always connected, I'm telling you. Today, at work, I was watching, we started watching, with the kiddos, we started to watch, whatchamacallit, Hoppers. It's a Disney movie, and it's really good. I didn't know what it was about until today, so I was like, oh my god, this movie is so fucking deep. Like the girl, her name is Mabel. Her she loves animals and nature and stuff, and she gets it from her grandmother. And like they're kind of like what's it called? I don't know how to say the word. Convert. Conversion. I can't say the word. I feel stupid. Um, Conservationists. I think that's how you say it. Conservationists. I think that's how it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. And like they care about nature and stuff and animals and protecting the planet, that type of shit. Um, and so she got that love for nature with her grandmother. They would go to like a dam and they would just watch all the beautiful animals there. And she made a promise to when she got older, and she was like about to die. She made a promise to her that she would help protect, that area because humans came and fucking shit up like we always do, and knocking trees down and killing off the animals and things like that. um, Thank you for your grace, sis. Thank you for your grace. I'm like, I know the word. I just have to get the word out. Um, but yes. Um, and then so when she gets older, like I said, she's trying to protect. She goes against the mayor and everything. She's trying to protect the land. And then I won't ruin the whole plot because some of you guys might want to watch it like with your kids or something, or your grandkids or whatever. You might want to watch it by yourself. I actually want to finish the movie. It's really good. About to be like, John, what's your Disney Plus account again? But yeah, it's a good one. So they disguise themselves as animals and they're able to interact with the animals. I'm such a big kid. I love Disney movies. But anyway, all right, back to the reading. Um, but yeah, somebody might really think about, you know, nature as being like one of the things. There was a quote in there. Damn, I wish I remembered the quote. I should have wrote it down. But like she said something about nature, and it's something that's outside and bigger than yourself. Being a part of something that's bigger than yourself. And I was like, wow. It was something like that. That's what the grandmother had said to her. And I was like, that's so beautiful. um, but I am getting something like that. And I think that that's important for all of us to have, right? Like being able to know that we can't do everything on our own. And there is something bigger than us, whether it is the universe, God, whatever you believe in, right? I already said the universe, your ancestors, nature. I am getting a message about that. Understanding you don't have to hold the world up on your back all the time, being able to rely on something bigger than you to help you through. I don't know why they wanted me to say that, but we went there. So check out the movie Hoppers. Disney, where's my check? Now let me stop. All right, let's get one more from here. Exactly. We are a part of nature. So beautiful. I love it. Mindset, yeah, mindset is a big part of it, right? Like how we view things. Um, Find a different perspective. So I do feel like, you guys are just kind of looking at your circumstances a lot differently with a new lens. Um, understanding the importance of that me time and, doing things that are meaningful to you. This energy of, recognizing now that there are things that have to be let go and released. That kind of thing. I'm picking up on that. What we have here. Me. We have a centric person, a person with a different worldview. And it's interesting because we just talked about perspectives, right? Our worldview, right? It can shift and it can change depending on, if we allow, ourselves to look at things differently. Gift, precious offering, life is a gift. You're the people around you that help you through things, even the people who fucked you over, they're a gift too. They help you, rebuild and grow, right? Energy in the middle of the deck here. rush of excitement. Some of you guys might really like coffee or tea. I don't blame you. I can't drink coffee too much, but I love coffee. I just can't really drink it. Because of the caffeine. And then the people are like, drink decaf. I'm like, look, I used to go to fucking Starbucks every day and get the one of the largest coffees possible, like the second to largest one every day for a long time. No wonder I almost had a heart attack. But anyway, we can laugh at these things now. I'm still here. But yeah. So now I have heart problems because of, stress and stupid shit like that. But I'm here. I am here. We have, when I split the deck here, of the pink deck. We're going to move on from the Folia deck. I really like these. You're going to probably see these on the channel a lot. So, now we're going to read from this deck. We have Anchor, which is about stability, and we also have Renewal. Love it, love it, love it. It's beautiful energy of, finding a sense of, I heard the word greater meaning, a fresh perspective. And I don't even remember what I put. I kind of let spirit kind of flow through me when I put the title, but I know like it was talking about like fresh starts and things like that. And yeah, like that renewal card is like really sticking out now. Some of you guys might really like flowers. I'm getting people who like to work in, I know at least one person here, Lati, likes working in gardens. Let me know if any of you other beautiful people like working in gardens and stuff too. I've thought about it. I just don't have the space where I'm at currently. But like maybe like when I move, if I have the space to do it, maybe I'll do something like that. All right, a couple more shuffle, Spirit. We'll pull like maybe 3 from here. Thank you. We have rejection here on the bottom. Rejecting, not wanting, not accepting, and disregarding. So maybe you're pushing things away that no longer serve. Maybe you felt rejected by something or someone at one point in time. We have community, but it's in the reverse. It could have been people like within your own, family or friend group. It says to come together, collaborate, gather, and celebrate, but it was in the reverse on the top here. So maybe your own family was trying to like hold you back from something, or people within your, your friend group. We have relax here. I heard relax, don't do it. I've been like on an 80s kick lately, so like all these 80s songs I've been playing, and I'm like, I love the 80s, the rock, everything, like pop, all of it, especially my R&B. But I love a little bit of everything from the 80s. I love 80s fashion too. It was really, really cringe, but I still love it for some reason. I mean, I'm an 80s baby after all, so it's only right. Yeah, we have relax here, relieving stress or tension, and relaxing by distancing from intense thoughts. So again, that goes back kind of like to the leisure too, right? Like, just taking the time to woosah, not worrying about the people who try to hold you back or the situations that held you back for a bit, just living your best life or working towards that, being in a better space, better headspace. I'm getting that a lot. Let me just see the mindset card. Like, fixing that, right? If you tell yourself, oh, I'm miserable, or oh, I'm so unhappy, or oh, woe is me, like, you're going to stay in that energy. It's going to affect everything around you. And this is coming from somebody who's been that person. And I still struggle with that. I'm not going to lie. Like, why is my life so fucked up? And it's like, bitch, well, if you keep talking like that, of course it's going to stay that way. You are what you attract. So, and vice versa. So it's like, it's a mirror. If you're Lati, damn girl, here you go. You showing up in the reading with the message. Because you just said that earlier, didn't you? You talked about that mirroring energy. So being able to, recognize that, right? Whatever's happening on the inside is going to start to show up on the outside. And it goes back and forth. They bounce off of each other. So when you start to recognize, when you're all in here, and your heart space, and it's not necessarily the best space to be in sometimes. You're all up in here, you know what I mean? Yeah. You can't stay there. Spirit is definitely saying it's time for a shift. Clean it up. The clean it up card is like from the wisdom oracle that we all love so much, right? So it's like I feel like all readers have that deck. It's such a good one. Love it. But yeah, this reading is really good so far though, guys. If you guys are enjoying this and haven't done so already, let me know with your comments and your reactions. Hit that like button if you haven't done so, and if you're new, subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Yo, AI is funny, ain't it? Wow, that is so funny. Mm. We have bridge here, but it came out in the reverse. A transition to a new situation or environment or event, supporting movement and progress. Now, I am getting that there are some bridges that might have to be burned. I'm not really a fan of the idea of burning bridges, but sometimes some of them do need to be burned. Burn that shit down. You know, if it's ones that just don't resonate, right? Yeah, and it's like sometimes we have to be able to almost like decide. We have choices here. Becoming aware of different options or making a choice between paths is here on the bottom. So it's like, you know, where do I go from here? Do Being able to be discerning enough to know, hey, special, what's up, love? Good to see you again. You are truly special indeed, my love. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you guys. So being able to discern, right, um, which way to go when it comes to certain relationships and situations in our lives, because we do have free will, right? I appreciate that, love. Thank you. Um, yeah, there are certain bridges that have to be, yeah. If someone's a fucking fox, right? Cunning and manipulative and shit. Yeah, trickery. Like, you have to be able to use your discernment, right? That's on the top of the deck there, what we have in the middle. Quest. It's a part of the journey, right? Being able to to decipher who's who, what's what. And that's a lot of that's the energy that's been showing up a lot lately, just in general. Being able to use that discernment. Let's get like two more from here. Of I think I'm getting karmic lessons big time for sure. I've actually been wanting to do like a karmic lesson reading lately, and or like a pick an emoji past life reading. Let me know if you guys would want me to do that. I could do that this week if you guys think that sounds like a good one. I've been feeling drawn to it. Get a couple more from here, Spirit, please and thank you. For the collective. Ooh, it flips. Got it. We have Boomerang, and it came out in the reverse, which in this case is a good thing. So, Boomerang, a repeating process, returning, starting over. That cycle is done. I like that. I like that a lot. That you guys are working on ending cycles, as I'm talking about, you know, repeated cycles and ending something. Wait, what did you say, Allie? I'm so done with you. You are funny. I love you. I'll keep that as mental notes, friends. I feel like you guys would be interested in that, so we could probably rock with that at some point this week, maybe Wednesday. We'll see. I don't have to make a pit stop either Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll see how I feel afterwards before I come home. I'm not telling you guys why. You'll see why. Maybe this weekend. All right. So we have Heartbroken here on the bottom of the deck. It says deception, lies, forbidden love, heartbreak, deep sorrow, and the grieving process. Yeah, you're like, I'm not about to keep repeating this damn shit over and over again. Yeah, that's not my cross to bear anymore. The cross here, that's not, is in reverse. That's not my cross to bear. You're leaving that behind. The other thing I'm getting to is because you've been working more maybe on just like, again, we were just talking about like finding something outside of yourself that you can find that sense of comfortability in and refuge. You know, when you're going through those hard times, understanding that there is something bigger, right? There is a plan. I wholeheartedly believe that. I'm not trying to push my beliefs onto anybody, I promise. So you could, gloss over that part if that's not, something you believe in. I don't want to, push anything onto anyone. Um, but I do believe that there is always something a little bit outside of us. Again, nature, science, whatever you believe, right? Um, but I will not push like a doctrine or anything onto you. That's one thing I won't do. But yeah, just understanding though, right, and recognizing, certain things are just no longer your cross to bear, and you're letting go of some stuff and relying on, something else to help you through the process. Yeah, welcoming in real, true, love into your life in different ways. Your self-love, ooh, my ear just went really crazy on that one. It was nice though. It didn't hurt. Like when this one goes off, I'll be like, God damn, I feel like a dagger in there. Like in this case, it was like a little tingle. It was cute. Like it was going like this. But yeah, it's like it's giving like this lighthearted, like aw. It's giving that. Aw. A passionate emotional connection between partners, often involving attraction, desire, and commitment. So, it doesn't have to be romance. I know that's like what they're kind of, you know, try to illustrate here, but that's not even what I'm getting. I'm getting more so just like this overall energy of just like, I just feel good. Like I feel warm and fuzzy all of a sudden. Like I just feel like, wow. Like I feel like somebody that came in and like gave me like a little hug. Feels nice. I like it. What are you doing, John? What are you making in there? I'm hungry. All right. Let's see. Let's get like 2 more from here, Spirit. Probably making popcorn. He loves popcorn. And then I'm gonna be like, I want some. I'm gonna have Korean food tonight for dinner. Some katsu. We have dog here. We could read this 2 different ways, but let's rock with what we're gonna look at the other cards surrounding. But we have dog, security, unwavering support, lasting friendship. That's a good energy. But let's just look at the surrounding. See, I knew it. This is why I'm an intuitive reader, my friends. Because intuitively, this is bullshit. That person actually has a dog in their dog house, and yeah, you like, yeah, no, they're trying to come after your harvest and everything you've been working on. And the target is missed, baby. They missed the fucking target. Like you cannot come back. No, thank you. They're about to come in messaging you like crazy, love bombing and all kind of bullshit like that. And you know that they're a dog. For those of you who recognize that this is about romance for you, you thought they were loyal. You might have been loyal to them, and they were on some bullshit. And now look at them in the dog house. I just heard, "Who let the dogs out?" Yo, Spirit is funny. Yeah, no, thank you. Let's get one more from here. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Rubbish. That was trash. Waste, garbage, or something considered worthless or of poor quality. I'm getting that this person might have made you feel like that. Especially if you're resonating with the idea of it being about a person versus just a circumstance. They made you feel like shit about yourself. They made you feel like garbage. They treated you like garbage. And now they want to try to come spin the fucking block. Yeah, luck is not on their side. They're going through some karma. Yeah, no thank you. While you're in this energy, renewing yourself, working on yourself, you dusted it off. I just heard, if you feeling like a pimp, Go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too. Go on, brush your shoulders off. We have Mixer in the middle of the deck. It came out in the reverse. What does it say? The coming together of differences, chaos, confusion, complex situations. You're like, I'm not trying to be mixed up in this shit no more. Like, you know what I just heard? That song by Olivia. Oh God, the millennials will remember this one. I'm about to biz out. I can't take this shit no more. Remember that one? All right, so we're gonna pull from the tarot now. I'm trying to think. Do I want to do a spread or just whatever comes out? Probably looking on time. 40 minutes in. That's not too bad. Um, I do feel drawn to maybe pulling from one more deck other than the ones that I have here, though. I will say that. Um, which one am I feeling drawn to? I see them. All right, so give me a second, guys. I don't want to be all up. I don't want to have all my belly all up in y'all face. So I'm gonna just turn off the camera. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Um, yeah, like I was just like, ooh, I really feel drawn to that particular deck. And we're gonna read from it too. So, all right, let's get started with the tarot. I think we're gonna whatever comes out, not a spread tonight. All right, so we do have, when I split the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. So that's about burdens, right? You know, and again, remember I said this is no longer your cross to bear. Like you are realizing more and more, like this is not your thing. um, and, you know, stepping into a different energy. You are being watched. For a lot of you, Page of Swords here on the bottom. Hey, mommy. What's up, baby girl? Hi, baby. What are you doing? She was hanging out in the window. Hi. Hey. You come over here, mama. Are you about to go eat first and then you're gonna come back? Probably. Yeah, she walked off. All right. You know, my daughter always makes her little appearance, right? It's like, what are you doing without me, mother? Like, damn, I can't go to the bathroom without you or anything, huh? All right, guys. I'm in a really good mood today. After I took that little cat nap, I think that really helped because I was tired as hell. I got 8.5 hours of sleep. My Fitbit said I had 85 sleep score, which I was like, what? I haven't gotten good sleep like that in a while. But I was still so damn tired. I'm like, why am I so exhausted? So I came home and I laid down almost instantly. But then I fell asleep while I was watching Lati's reading. But like I said, I had the phone like right there by my ear, so I was still listening. All right, so bottom of the deck after we shuffled, we have the Chariot. So that's about successful moving on type energy. You know, I heard the word full force or words full force. um, some of you guys actually might be a fan of the group Full Force. Somebody might be a fan also of, here we go. Some I'm hearing, oh gosh, I'm hearing Ain't My Type of Hype from the Kid and Play soundtrack. You know, the dance scene with Kid and Play, and then we had what were their names? Yeah, Sherane, right? And what was Tisha Campbell's character's name? I forgot her character's name. But anyway, everybody knows that iconic dance scene. But yeah, you know, that's Full Force that sings that song. So like, I'm hearing that right now. Ain't my type of hype, no, no. You look so good. Ain't my type of hype, baby. Me, you's crazy cool. You look so fine. Somebody's reminiscing. So you moved on already. Ain't my type of hype, baby. Ain't my type of hype. Oh man, that's hilarious. 44:55 on the timer. Sheesh. Yeah. Alright, so we got some cards that flipped, but I am not going to take all of them, I don't think. Let me see how many. There's kind of a lot of cards. But they make sense, and they literally line up with, turn this up a little bit. I'll take them, because they line up with everything that we've been talking about. So it's like, nope, those cards are meant to come. Okay, I hear your words. um, so we have the devil. First card in the lineup here. It came out along with the Seven of Cups. The Sun. And the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck we have, no thank you, Nine of Swords. We also have top 8. Oh my god, look at all the swords energy. And remember I said getting out of your head. I said that. Getting out of your fucking head. Yeah, and Ten of Wands is here again. It's like, this is not your cross to bear anymore. What I'm getting is there was a lot of toxicity. A lot. And it caused a lot of confusion. You know? I'm getting even like maybe like daydreams about like a life with this. I'm getting person now. I'll be honest with y'all. Person. I'm getting like the land of soldier of hope and a dream type of energy, and you had to realize like, nah, nope. There was like this sense of revelation. We did have Epiphany as the first card that came out in the overall reading. Like, you can't keep hurting me and backstabbing me and treating me like crap constantly. I'm losing sleep over your ass. Like, what the fuck is this? You know, I've been carrying this burden of this for too long. I can't do it anymore. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. All in my head, feeling confined and restricted. Like, no. Mm-mm. I feel like you guys started to really see the truth of what was happening here. You're like, I have to release this. I can't hold on to it anymore. Closing out that loop. Tell us more. What else does the collective need to know at this time? For their highest good, clearest and most accurate messages, please. Thank you. The Magician. And of itself is usually a good card, but let's see what's going on with it. You guys are manifesting. You guys are working really hard on yourselves, and you should be very proud, of the steps you've taken to get there. Yep, because you distanced thank you, Spirit. You've distanced yourself from the things that no longer serves. That Three of Wands, that's about the action behind the choice, right? You actually like made that conscious effort to say, okay, it's okay to say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and just talking about it, but you got to be about it. I feel like you guys actually did that. Some guys might have like literally moved, or you're waiting for your ships to sail in, so it's just like being patient and diligent at this time. I'm getting that too. Yep, this is a time to celebrate though, with the Three of Cups here. In this case, the Three of Cups is giving me good vibes. Because remember, we had like that community card that came out in the reverse. I'm like, I didn't feel good about that card a little while ago. Ryan, what are you doing? Am I being strange over there? Skittish. Hi. Alright, let's get some more cards from here. And we have 3 more decks that we're gonna read from after this. But towards the end, we'll just pull like a couple cards from each deck. We're not gonna go too crazy. Yeah, we'll go a few more from here. And again, if you're still here and you're resonating with this message, let me know in the comments. Try not to, draw this out too long. I don't want to bore you guys too much. Queen of Pentacles is here. So you got this, be in your bag, baby. Focusing a lot, especially with that Eight of Pentacles we saw just a second ago. Like you really are just kind of, stepping into this energy of, being in a place of contentment when it comes to your career is the big thing I'm getting right now. Three of Pentacles, maybe teaming up with the right people that will be a part of your convocation, your soul tribe that will, kind of help you along the way. They may even be able to help navigate you a little bit when it comes to where you're trying to head. And that's why it's always good to, keep really positive people around you, right? Because you could bounce, ideas off of each other. You can help each other. I'm getting something like that. And we have the Hanged Man here at the top. So it's, seeing things from a new perspective, right? Releasing, surrendering. Yeah. Knowing that you can't, there's certain things you can't, keep on holding on to. You can't stay there. I have to move on, even if it's hard. For some, it could be moving on, though. I will say this. It could be, I am picking up on this, a bad work environment. Even though love has been showing up a lot in this reading, it could also be a bad work environment kind of thing, bad boss type of thing. And you just know that this is just off and you don't want to be there. So you might be working on, going towards something that's going to allow for you to be more in alignment, right? We talked about alignment a little while ago, with where you're headed, right? What's going to make you feel that emotional fulfillment at this time. Yeah. Yeah. This depends on your circumstances because this is a collective message. So, whatever makes the most sense for you at this time. We have Four of Cups here. Maybe an overall sense of, dissatisfaction for a while, right? I'm also might be getting ready to reject somebody's offer. I say offer, I turn this, what's here? You can't make it up. Page of Pentacles. Somebody's going to try to make an offer. You're going to refuse that offer. Yeah. Wow. And then on the top of the deck, when I try to take just one card off, two cards came up. We have the Queen of Wands. You're about to be standing on motherfucking business on that shit. You like, no, thank you. Because, nigga, you look like a goddamn fool trying to come. I pity the fool trying to come back into my energy and into my space, fucking up my groove. I held on for too long. It's time to let go. It's time to release. I can't hold on no more. And the thing is, like, this person, if you resonate with this part of the message, you're realizing, like, I can't hold on to you. And they don't want to let you go. The thing is that they're realizing, oh, damn, I fucked up so bad. What's this? Yeah, they're like, oh, damn, I fucked up so bad. Ooh, yeah. Fucked up so bad that now I'm in this position. Five of Wands. I have nothing but chaos and fucking conflict in my fucking life. Everything's all shitty. But guess what? Karma's a motherfucker. Only if you are one to. The Wheel of Fortune. You get what you put out. And we have the Queen of Cups in the reverse. So it's giving, like, especially because I am picking up on possibly a past person who's trying to spin the block for somebody. You're no longer that, sweet, loving, caring person. I'm getting like Ice Queen type shit. I wouldn't be shocked if the Queen of Swords were to come out now at some point. That's what I'm getting. It's like, like, you can't come in, and I'm even getting, like, they might have put you in a position where, like, they had you feeling like you were in competition with other people. It's like, that's not love, bro. Sis, whatever. Like, yeah, no. You had all of this. 10 of Cups. You had exactly no sugar. Guys, check out Lati's reading from earlier. Check it out. And I know my other girl, Buki, she did a reading earlier too. Check hers out too. I didn't get to check that out yet, but I know that you referenced it, Lati, so I know that shit's on point. But they had the potential to have this. They fucked it up. Yep. You wanna go doing a balancing act, right? You wanna go dibbling and dabbling in other shit that you have no business in. Now look at you, looking stupid. You had a whole home. You had a whole home, bro, sis, whatever. Four of Wands, this is what you could have had. And you fucked it up. Let's get one or two more from here, Spirit. Wow. That's wild. That's fuck. Something tried to come up, I don't know what it was. I did see the Eight of Pentacles try to come out, but it went back into the deck. Come on, Spirit, with these messages, baby. What we gotta know? What we gotta know? Thank you. Star. Somebody might be an Aquarius. um, but nonetheless, even if you're not an Aquarius, this is just about hope and optimism, right? Healing and that choice to do so, right? We saw that Three of Wands show up more than once. That's about the action behind that choice. So you guys have been making the conscious choice and effort at this point to move on past the sadness and the heartbreak and pain and disappointments. Like, no, you're not focusing on the cups that are spilled anymore. You know, you can see it. And it was like the reflective light and everything. But like, you're not focusing on those knocked over cups anymore. Or actually, you still might be. But the Most High is trying to offer something new. They don't want you to, stay stuck on the past, right? It's time to move forward. And that is a conscious effort and decision to do so. Like you can choose to stay, in the broken hearted era. I'm hearing Brandy and Wanye. Well, I know that broken hearted. Motherfuckers are still watching. Life's not over. I can try again. Um, yeah, you don't have to stay in that energy if you don't want to. But free will is a thing. We talked about it a little while ago. One more from your spirit. Yeah, we did talk about it. Two cards. Okay, what we got here? Yeah. Makes sense. We have Nine of Wands here. And it's giving that energy of, resilience, right? You've been through a lot. And now that guard is up, rightfully so. And it makes sense in the context of the things that we've been seeing. And we also have the Lovers. And this was a hard decision to get to this point. Like, this was not something that you did all willy-nilly. Like, you realized, okay, no, I have to keep my guard up. I have to make that choice, because if I don't, I will stay stuck and confined in my circumstances that have not been good for me. I can't do this anymore. I'm going to continue to remain feeling, a sense of dissatisfaction. I'm going to just feel like everything's just so heavy and burdensome. Why would you want to stay in that energy? Yeah, because you've been working hard on yourself. Eight of Pentacles here. You've been working hard on yourself. You made that choice. And that tower, it was not an easy one. It wasn't an easy one. Everything that you thought you knew, that whole foundation of everything just crumbled down, right? You built, trust around a situation or a person, and it all just came tumbling down. You're just like, damn, I thought that this was something. I thought that, I could trust this person or this situation. I did just pick up on something. This is super Not really. This is gonna be very specific for somebody. This has not really been something throughout this reading, but somebody might have had like a landlord even that was shit, and you realize they were shit, and you thought you could trust them, and they were like a slumlord type of thing. I just picked up on that too. That's not for everybody. That's very specific, very, very, very specific. Not for everyone, but I did pick up on that. But they're gonna get their karma. I'm even getting they might be on the news type shit. There's too many like local little podcasters and shit that do stuff nowadays. Like you can't. It's the internet era, baby. Like you can't get away with stuff no more. Like doing stuff like that when you're a shitty landlord or something like that, like you're telling your tenants, oh yeah, I'll be there in a few days, and it's been a few weeks, and like their ceilings all fucked up, or toilets backed up, or getting stuff like that, getting something with plumbing. Somebody might have an issue with plumbing in their apartment. I also heard rodents. Let me know if that resonates. You don't have to. That seems very, very personal and specific. You don't have to. But you can let me know with reactions. Yeah, it happens. But I did pick up on that for somebody. Seems very specific though. We have Page of Wands. So there is this energy of also just being enthusiastic, right? Throughout this process, there could be some communication getting ready to come in, and it's like, yeah, do you really want to communicate with people who put you in that type of position? Not necessarily. Bad attitude here. Is there another card in here? Okay. Is this writing inside of the box? I was like making sure I didn't miss a card, but alright, so it's gonna go. Well, I'm not gonna deck first and shuffle. We have wrong person. Not everyone is meant for every stage of the journey. Protect your energy. Where's that card? Damn it! It's one of those cards that it showed up, but it's not like in the official spread. I hate when that happens. I like it and hate it at the same time. But if you were watching from the beginning, you might have been able to see that. Not everyone is meant for every stage of the journey. I said something like that. I did. I was like, you're moving on. Not everybody's meant to go with you on this part of the journey. I said that. Protect your energy. Yes, literally, there was a card that said that. God damn it. You have to watch from the beginning, guys. With clear boundaries and a firm refusal to settle. Well, we did see this. That's about refusal too. Damn it. Tell us more. Let's get like 2 more from here. Why do I hear Belle Biv DeVoe right now? Tell me when I'll see you smile again, 'cause I know I messed up, baby, and I know you're fed up, sugar. That's the jam right there. Girl, you see that I apologize. That's my shit. And it's early enough to maybe get my, late 80s and early 90s groove on. New Jack Swing type shit. Anywho, alright. I've been like on a little bit of a music kick lately. A lot of 80s stuff. I was mentioning that earlier. But, yeah, maybe we'll do that tonight while it's still early. Poor investment. This venture will drain your resources without yielding worthwhile returns. Redirect your efforts to be more aligned with different opportunities. You can't make it up, because we literally just talked about being in alignment with the things that serve. You can't make it up even if you wanted to. Do you see that? Yeah. Let's get a couple more from here, Spirit. Tell me. Damn. I love that song. Tell me I wish like I can't. Yeah, I wish I wouldn't get flagged for playing music. Yeah, bad attitude. Yeah, bad attitude is here again. One more from here, spirit. Because I be wanting to play certain stuff on here all the time, and I will get flagged. I think the only way you don't get flagged is if it's like a mix, like DJs and stuff. Which I'm always like, how do they get away with it? But I think because they like change it up, like the speeds and things, so it's harder for it to get tracked or something. I don't know. One more from here, spirit. Tell me when I see you smile again. Cause something flipped. What was that? Desperate. Alright. Most situations aren't as dire as they first appear to be. Take time to be thoughtful about your decisions. There's no reason to rush, and there's always time to give yourself grace. I talked about grace earlier. Temper yourself. Slow down. We did see the slow down energy earlier. Slow and steady was the card that came out from the first deck. There's no reason to, make rash decisions. Yeah. Go with where your gut is going. But don't just go doing all kind of willy-nilly things. Make sure that you hold yourself accountable for where you are within your circumstances is what I'm getting. Yeah. And that might allow for the right person to come in. Especially if you resonate with this being about love. Or even if you don't, like, honestly, like, it's just about, like, the right, opportunities, too. As my hand is, like, itching like crazy all of a sudden. Interesting. Alright, so we're going to read from I was trying to think this one or this one, this one or this one. We're going to go with this one, and then we're going to read from the Arcadium deck last, which is like affirmations. So this is the surrender deck. Let's get some more messages from here. Let's do like 2 from here. I don't have to go too crazy. What does the collective need to work on surrendering at this time, spirit? There's the most accurate message, please, and thank you. Some more shuffles. If you've enjoyed this reading, let me know in the comments or with your reactions. Hit that like button if you haven't done so already, and if you're new, subscribe, please, and thank you. Hit that notification bell as well so you know when I'm on. Alright, bottom of the deck before we pull any actual cards. We do have surrender, frustration. Frustration doesn't... Sorry, my mouth is like dry now. I have to drink some water. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. Yeah. So a sense of like calmness when you approach different situations in your life might be important. I will say this is one of the things about my medication I can't stand, because it's like I could drink all the water in the world all day, but because my blood pressure medicine, it has a diuretic in it, so my mouth is always dry. So I could drink water, and I still am thirsty. I'm like, God damn, like, I have 3 liters of water a day and I'm still thirsty. It's so fucking annoying. But anyway, all right. So we have 2 cards that came out together. What we have here, we have surrender to rest and sleep. We did talk about an energy of making sure that you're resting, taking care of your physical vessel, right, Renny Ren? What do you think about that? Hi, you want to say hi? Yeah? Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Say hi. Don't act like you were literally just like going like this on my freaking leg, about to lay on it. Acting like like we're Pepe Le Pew over here, like you didn't want to be over here. Anyway, it says to prevent burnout, slow down. Yep, we talked about that. Honor your need for quiet time, leisure, and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Makes a lot of sense. Blessings. I'm girl. Keep us posted on how all that stuff goes, because I'm definitely sending all of the love and prayers towards you. All of us are. We love you. You have so much going on, girl. So much. We have surrender fear here. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. Like that. I'm getting like you might even lose sleep. Oh, that's one. I think that's why those cards came out like that together. You're losing sleep even maybe over the fact that like there are these fears and anxieties that are surrounded about like this, future movement, going on, right? Moving on. It's like, okay, well, can I do it? You're asking yourself a lot of those questions, right? One more from here, Spirit. Asking yourself all these questions, and it's like we have interesting. We have two hearts that came out together, and it's again, it's like felt kind of nice actually. I was saying earlier, like all of a sudden my shoulder started to hurt. I'm like, oh, where's this coming from? But like tight, and it was like a squeezing feeling. I was like, what the hell? It's not a heart attack, is it? No, it's not. But I do get nervous about those types of pains. I ain't gonna lie. All right, so these cards, especially this top one, all of a sudden like it really like I got locked onto this one. So bear with me. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm not gonna cry on here or anything like that. It's just there is something about this one though that's like standing out like really strong for me. I do feel like some of you guys, and I definitely can resonate with this, and maybe that's why this one's like standing out so much. And we were talking about mindset. Remember that was like of the first deck that we pulled from. That was the last card, right? I might not be able to see it that well. Mindset. Whew. That mindset, bro. Like, I am getting people who are still stuck in that mindset of just feeling like, damn, like, nothing's ever going to get better. I all of a sudden got, like, kind of depressed. So there could be somebody who's watching, who will end up watching at some point, who's feeling kind of depressed. Just, like, over it, over all of it. It says, the universe is asking you to open the infinite nature, or sorry, to be open to the infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. So, I am getting this energy right now that, there could be like a little bit of like, just feeling down and just like stuck, almost feel like you don't want to be here anymore. Like I'm here. I heard that I don't want to be here anymore. I literally heard that. So just be careful with that, is what I'm kind of getting. If anybody resonates with that, I am not a therapist, but I know the feeling. And I also went to school for stuff like that. So I can recognize patterns, and I'm feeling some stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, just be super cautious of that. Because, like, scarcity is like, oh, okay, yeah, normally I would just say something like, oh, yeah, try to have an abundant mindset, but I didn't feel like that with this card just now. There was something really, really heavy in that card just now. We also have surrender your fear of intimacy here. You are ready to love it, let love in. I'm about to say love again. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. And I did say something about like the heart. I mentioned that earlier. I was like, something about the heart, like this feeling like kind of confined there, stuck, blockage kind of thing. Maybe you just like, you don't feel, I heard you don't feel the love. And I'm hearing like Black Eyed Peas. Where is the love? Now granted that was more like a political song, but like about society and stuff. But like you might sometimes feel like that, like where's the love? I pour out into everybody else and they take from me. That's scarcity shit. I pour out into other people. I pour into work. I pour into all these different areas of my life, and where do I receive anything back? I'm depleting myself. That's what I'm kind of getting. Whew. Wow, that was heavy. Right at the end. That works out. Yeah. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself is on the bottom of the deck. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar into your life. Interesting. Let's get one more from here, Spirit. I do feel drawn to one more card from here. Thank you. We had a card about divine timing earlier. Surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough, air quotes, according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. Okay. I think that's the last card from there. And then we are going to read from the Ascendium deck. We're just going to get a last, I'm not going to do anything wild with this. We do have sovereignty, which is about freedom. But I'm not going to even go nuts with this. I'm just going to kind of shuffle like this. We're just going to pull one last card as a... throat chakra. Excuse me. So I'm getting something about... Because usually, you know how I am. I usually like pull like a couple of cards. They're like, nope, we're going to get straight to the point on this one. I'm getting like, just say what needs to be said. Go for it. That's what I just felt and picked up on. Like I had so much like pressure in my chest just a second ago. As soon as I let that out, it's like, it's giving like, as soon as you just, put it out there, things are just going to feel so much better. So this is like, it's like that weight off of your chest kind of thing. That's what I'm getting. So we're just going to rock with it. We're going to get a card from here, and that should be it. We're looking on time. Not too bad, actually. Hour and 20 minutes. Wow. That was like some of the first energy that showed up in the reading. It's not officially on the spread, but it was the first energy that came up. All right, so we have space clearing. It says, I bless my surroundings with cleansing light, clearing away all negativity and restoring energetic balance. Bottom of the deck we have inevitable success. I like that. I choose the goals that align with my deepest truths, and I achieve them with passion and joy. My whole body, like I got like flutters everywhere at the end of this reading. Like I just feel like it's energy. It's hard to explain it. It's like warm and cold at the same time. It's almost like something trying to blanket me, like draping my body right now as I'm delivering these last messages from this. We have daily choices is here on the top. I am building a powerful momentum of positive habits through consistent daily choices. It's here on the top. And hands of the light. My hands are sacred conduits of universal energy, radiating healing and creative power into the world. Somebody, maybe that's what I'm feeling. Somebody might have healing hands. Something maybe about your touch that like is really like just so powerful, like you're able to help people. And maybe there's something that, and we were talking about massages and stuff earlier, weren't we? Maybe somebody, you know, they have those types of hands. Maybe Reiki healing. Somebody might be good with pets or animals. Um, we joked about the Hoppers movie, so somebody might really like animals or something. Maybe somebody's like a groomer or thinks about, when I say groomer, not in a bad way, I'm talking about a pet groomer. Not R. Kelly or anything like that. No, seriously, like a baby grooms animals or something like that, or wants to do stuff like that. Very interesting. But just like something about your hands in general, like I even heard growing hands. Oh, in the black community, y'all know what that's about. Like somebody be in your head, and all of a sudden your hair start growing. Like, oh, they got growing hands. Like that's like something we be saying in our community. Again, something like that. But something about the hands. And then like I had felt something like grazing up over my body, like before that card even came on. Very interesting. All right, guys. Well, I'm not sure who that part of the message was for, but or sorry, when it came to that message, I'm not sure who that was for, but there is something there, and there's something about the hands because I still feel it even now. But nonetheless, I do hope that you guys enjoyed this message and that it resonated. Even if you weren't able to be here the whole time and you were like popping in and out, I hope that there was something in this message for you. I greatly appreciate everybody who stopped in and popped through. You guys are awesome. And if you're new and haven't done so already, you know, hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff. You know, notification bell so that you know when I'm on. And yeah, all that good stuff so that we can stay acquainted with each other. Just saying. We do a lot of different types of readings on here. You really don't know what to expect on here because one day you might be crying, another day you might be laughing. You never really know. So, yeah. With all that said, though, I'm about to go eat. I'm hungry. But yes, until the next time, probably tomorrow, which I hope. Until next time, my lovies. You guys have a great rest of your evening and take care of yourselves.